Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, and today we're checking out the Destiny Daily Heroic Story Mission on level 28. We're going for those +2 Ascendant Materials, and yeah, it changes every day, obviously, because it's daily. But first, we're going to take a quick look at what kind of stuff I got going on here. So I got a legendary auto rifle, and I'm using the Titan Striker class right now. I also have the exotic shoddy. I also have a legendary machine gun, and I have all legendary armor pieces except for the chest plate, which is exotic. I am, of course, level 27, as you can see, and part of the HappyThumbsGaming clan, which you are more than welcome to be a part of as well if you would like to be. Okay, so for level 20, you get marks and XP. Level 24, you get materials, marks, and XP. But for level 28, you get +2 and even higher XP and the same amount of marks. As I said, you can only do this once a day. But if you do the level 24 one, then you can't get the materials from the 28 one, and vice versa. So you want to do the level 28 one first. That way you get the +2 and not only one. Ascendant materials are kind of hard to come by. There are 2 shards and energies. Energies you can only get from weapons. Shards you only get from armor pieces. I forgot what they were called for a second. So kind of hard to come by. There's only a few places. You can get them from raids. You can get them from doing public events sometimes. You can get them from dismantling exotic weapons. And sometimes, I believe, legendary, but it's kind of rare. So they are kind of hard to come by, and you're going to want to get as many of those as possible. And I got a nice little barrel roll there, but I flipped it. So yeah, so basically you're just going to complete this as quickly as possible. You can skip a lot of the main encounters in the actual level. As you can see here, you can kind of just skip all these guys until I get killed by a Minotaur. Yeah, every time I go, and Zuber just goes flying right past her, doesn't even get touched. I don't know how he does that, but anyway, yeah, you can skip most of these battles in this level. I missed the jump. Oh well, that's right. Yeah, we'll just swing on past all of these guys. So like I said, you can only get 2 per day if you do the level 28. If you do the level 24, you only get 1. So you basically want to do the 28 if you're high enough level where you can possibly do it. There is no matchmaking for this, so you have to have like a team to do this. Clearly, you can do it by yourself if you want to, if you're high enough level. I would not recommend doing it below level 28 by yourself. I mean, we had a little trouble doing it with 2 people with 27, but not really. We didn't really die or anything. So, I mean, we died, but we didn't have to restart any checkpoints or anything like that. So, pretty easy to do with 2 people, but with 3 people, it's incredibly easy. So, if you have the fire team, definitely make sure you do this every day. I'm not exactly sure when the servers reset. I know they reset at 5 a.m., but when I went to check at 5 a.m. or Eastern time, 5 a.m. Eastern time, sorry. When I went to check at 5 a.m. Eastern time, it had not updated the daily reward for me, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not sure if I just had to reset my game or what happened, or if it resets later. But normally the servers for Destiny reset about 5 a.m. Eastern to Pacific, obviously. So it could have just been that I had to reset my console or game before it actually popped back up, but I figured everyone should know that that's when they go up, just in case. That's when the daily heroic changes. I think, yeah, it changes every day, and yeah, so it's a great way to get materials. I mean, the raids are really difficult. There are a couple chest locations you can do. I've been told that if you do the raids, you can get about 6. You can do it 6 times per day. I really don't want to do the raids 6 times a day. It gets really difficult, and it's very long and kind of frustrating if you're not really high level, and if your team's not working together or anything like that. So this is definitely a very easier way, as I get killed by those damn Needler impersonating guns. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing this every day. To get the higher levels, you're basically going to need the materials. Yeah, I mean, I'm on level 27. I'm starting to really slow down now. I have a few more pieces I need to upgrade, but I'm getting down to the end, and it's getting very hard for me to find materials. So you definitely want to make sure you get those 2 every day. Hopefully you get lucky and you get the ones you want. It is random which 2 you get. You can either get the 2 energies or shards. I believe I get lucky and get the 2 shards I need, which is what I always seem to need. I always seem to have energy, but never any shards. So that could just be my luck. Other people might have a lot of shards and no energy. So But yeah, we're going to wait for this door to open here for a second, so I'm just going to sit down and watch him dance. Now, kind of creepy, yes, I know, but I mean, what else are you supposed to do? And it's kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, you definitely want to make sure you do these. That way you get the Ascendant Materials. The only other thing I could say about the materials is that try to do as many public events as possible. Occasionally, you will get Ascendant Materials from doing them as well, and most of them are pretty easy to complete. And you usually get like 1 or 2, whatever, but it definitely helps, definitely makes things faster. Yeah, like I said, I'm really slowing down on some of these. Like, I cannot find the materials to upgrade to get to the higher levels. So yeah, anytime you get a chance to get Ascendant Materials, I strongly suggest you take it. Otherwise, you'll be stuck on a level for a very long time. But alright, so yeah, we're just gonna fend off this large wave of enemies that comes in. Wow. And yeah, that's basically gonna do it. I do have a video that we're gonna put up very soon, if it's not already up, for the weekly heroic strike, which gives you strange coins, which are used for, well, they're basically used to buy exotic bounty, oh, not exotic bounty, exotic weapons, armor, and engrams from Zor, Agent of 9, who only appears on the weekends. He changes, well, this is only the second weekend, so Destiny's been out, so I just time dated that. But he has changed locations between the 2 weeks, so it looks like every week I have to go find him. But in every week he changes his what he has. Last week was like a exotic pulse rifle, I think he had. This week is an exotic rocket launcher, which is absolutely fantastic. And I hate rocket launchers, so I played with that a little bit in multiplayer, and I really enjoyed it. But they're just not my thing. So I did buy a couple things just so I can dismantle them for exotic for Ascendant Materials. Because exotic weapons, when you dismantle them, you get the energy, like I said, and for dismantling the armor, you get the shards. And I needed some shards, so I bought a exotic chest piece just so I could dismantle that and get the shards. So, like I said, it's very hard to get them later on in the game, unless you're doing the raids. Because if you open some of the raid chests, you get like 3 per thing, but then again, it's random again. So the only consistent way I know of to get what you want is by dismantling either the exotic armor or weapon pieces, because you have to get one or the other. You don't get the you'll never ever get shards from weapons. So if you dismantle an exotic armor piece, you know you're getting those shards. Other than that, it's basically just toss up what you're gonna get. So it's a little difficult. Hopefully they implement some kind of new way to get them, or something along those lines, because it's not an easy task. Like, and you need sometimes 6 or 8 per thing. I think the exotic armors take 8 shards, and then the legendaries take 6. And considering you have about 3 upgrades per one, so you need 18 just to fill up a legendary, and then another 24 for an exotic, and then you have 2 more legendary pieces that I have to do, so that's another 18. It's a lot. Like, you're going through 36, 54. What is that? 78 shards you need to fully upgrade your stuff, and you can only get about 2 a day from the daily, and then if you get lucky and do the public event and get 1, or that's 3. You're basically gonna have to do the raids 6 times and get all the chests that you can find if you want to level up quickly. Otherwise, you're gonna spend a lot of days just doing this one at a time, hoping you get what you need. But I mean, it does take a little while. I fell right through the hole there. It's embarrassing. Yeah, so it does take a while, so you definitely have to get these done. And they're not super de-duper hard. And I just said super de-duper, yeah, that's right. Oh, geez, I'm just doing really great this video. Anyway, you definitely want to get these done. I'm getting down to the wire on these, the trophies, and maxing out my characters and stuff. I think I only have for the trophies, I only have like to max out my other 2 characters, and to complete the raid trophies, and then just to fully upgrade an exotic. And I'm only like I think I need like 3 more energies and I can fully max out my shotgun. So I'm doing pretty good, but it's getting really slow now. So we're trying to get up to that level 30 so we can beast through the raid on hard and without dying. And it's just taking a long time. So it is a very grindy game, and at times anyway, and anything that can speed it up is definitely needed and appreciated. And like I said, hopefully they'll increase the drops maybe a little bit for those, because it is a little ridiculous. Oh, I did get a Mode of Light. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I got a lot in a week. Like, I spent all my Modes of Light the first weekend, and then the second weekend I had like 41. So I don't know what I did. I don't know. I know I play this game a lot. I play 12 to 15 hours a day, but I mean, wow. Like, I got a lot of motes of light this week. Same thing with the coins. I mean, I spent all my coins last week as well, and I still ended up like 22 for in a week. So I guess I do cash in a lot of engrams, which it gives me a lot as well, and I do play quite a bit of Crucible, which gives me motes of light every once in a while as well too. But I mean, I just got a ton of stuff like motes of light and strange coins. But Ascendant Materials, like with all the amount of time I play, I barely ever have any, so it's pretty crazy. I mean, you would think that you would just be rolling in those things, and you're really not. Alright, so we just about have everybody done. There's one guy left in the back, and we had a really scary moment here. We thought we had him. Like, I supered him, and Super blade danced him, and he still almost managed to take out both of us, and I'm just trying to survive here. I'm like, we just need to get past this, because if we die on the very last enemy, that'll just be embarrassing. So we get I got a nice little exotic full auto shotty on them there, and it manages to take him out, so that's basically gonna do it for the mission. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I didn't have a lot to talk about other than the importance of really just doing these and making sure you get all the materials. But it's something you definitely should know, because if you don't know and you miss it and you don't do it, then you're just gonna take even longer. So hopefully this helped at least some of you out. I did get an upgrade for my helmet, which I actually had like just bought before this. That was the very last piece of legendary equipment that I needed, and I'm going to upgrade that right now. So what does that do? Causing damage with melee increases my grenade cooldown, I believe. Oh yeah, we don't need that green. We got all reds, not reds. We got all yellow, blues, and purples. We don't need no greens. But alright, so you can see I do have 2 exotic bounties down there at the bottom as well. I have one for the Thorn, which is exotic hand cannon, which I actually just got. And it's pretty good. It's like a 3-hit in multiplayer, and then it's like a 1-hit for most of the enemies in PvE. So definitely good gun. And the other one is, I believe, the shotgun, which I actually have 2 of. So I basically just dismantled 1 for the materials. But I did get the 2 shards, like I said, so that was very helpful, very useful for like the 15 minutes of my time. And yeah, so like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys now know to do these every day to make sure you get them done, and do it on 28 for the +2. But as always, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a comment below if you enjoyed this, or if anything you'd like to see, let us know. If you want to be part of HappyThumbsGaming clan on Destiny, then go to bungie.net and just search us out in the group, and then set as a PlayStation clan, and we'll see if we can maybe play with you guys sometime. So yeah, and don't forget about Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus as well. I think that's done for my spiel. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that, and I'll see you guys very soon.